Hi, I'm Jan, and on this channel, I want to give you a look behind the scenes at PlentyONE. As announced, I will regularly interview some of my C-level colleagues, and the idea is to talk openly about current developments, changes, and our goals. Or in short, how do we plan to make PlentyONE even better? I would like to take you along on this journey so you can better understand the many great changes that are happening behind the curtain. And as always, a lot of preparation and hard work is needed before results become visible from the outside. And these insights are meant to create more transparency and clarity. And today's interview is in English, but don't worry, this will not become the new standard for all of our communication. However, a large part of the Plenty crew is not German speaking, including several managers. And for me, competence matters more than language skills. In the end, it's the result that counts, right? And not the language we use internally. Let's get started with today's guest, Gharib. Gharib joined us in August 2025, and his area of responsibility is especially important for you as PlentyONE customers and users. To start, I would like to talk a bit more about you. Gharib, who are you and what is your role at PlentyONE?
First of all, thank you so much, Jan, for the introduction. So I'm Gharib. I am the Chief Operating Officer at PlentyONE. My role, in very simple words, is to make sure customers can use PlentyONE successfully, get value from it quickly, and feel supported in a predictable and a professional way. In short, I focus on turning our powerful product into a reliable, easy to work with experience for our customers and partners.
Thanks for your introduction. Let's move on to your day-to-day responsibility. As COO, which topics are you mainly responsible for today?
So my main focus is on the entire post-sales experience. This means how customers are onboarded, how support works, how partners and customers are enabled to use our platform and grow, and also how we operate efficiently day to day. I also work very closely with our product engineering to make sure changes are well prepared, releases are communicated clearly, and issues are addressed in a way that actually reduces complexity for customers. Ultimately, I'm responsible for turning our product and its power and also our ambition of the future into a smooth and reliable experience for our customers and partners.
That sounds really good and really helpful. Thanks. It gives us a good overview. And now I'd like to jump to your background. What experience did you gain before joining PlentyONE that helps you succeed in your role here?
It's a very fair question to ask. So before joining PlentyONE, I spent many years, as in more than 15 years, building and transforming support, service, customer success, and customer operations in complex SaaS environments. I've seen what happens when support is treated as a reactive function, and I've also seen how powerful it is when it's structured, data-driven, and closely connected to product and partners. That experience helped me here at PlentyONE because we have a sophisticated platform that has a lot of depth. When I say depth, it's highly configurable. And this high configurability carries a perceived complexity in setting it up and maintaining it. So my background is exactly making complex systems easier to work with without losing that power.
Wonderful. That's helpful context. Yeah, let's talk about customer support. Why is customer support such a key driver for you and for us?
Look, support is where the product meets reality, as they say. Customers don't judge a platform only by its features. They judge it by how easy it is to get started and how quickly problems are resolved and how confident they feel using it every day. Strong support reduces frustration, shortens times to value, and builds trust. When support works well, customers focus on growing their business instead of solving problems most of their time. So that's in a nutshell why support is extremely important.
Yeah, absolutely true. Thanks for explaining that. Now I'd like to look how things have changed over time. So how would you describe the situation in customer support when you started and where we are today?
I will be very open in answering this question.
Please.
So when I started, support was split across 3 siloed teams focusing on specific set of modules. This created bottlenecks for us where we couldn't move cases easily between teams. And as a result, hundreds of tickets were not picked up in time, unfortunately, despite very strong efforts from our teams. Today, what we have done is we have moved to a clear level 1 and level 2 support model, live for just over a month and a half, so it's still early. This gives us faster responses, clear ownership, and better split of load and cases across our entire support organization and not across siloed team. It's still early, and the structure, but the structure today now supports continuous improvement instead of creating siloed bottlenecks that we had, unfortunately, in the past.
Yeah, that's a great overview. Thanks. Let's bring this closer to the customer perspectives. How will customers clearly notice that our support has improved?
So this question could be answered not just will in the future. We're already seeing some really tangible, like great results in the data today. So new case aging, what does new case age mean? It's the time it takes us to pick up a new case, look at it, and at least generate a first response to our customers, have reduced from over 2 weeks, not long ago, to only less than a day. So every new case now is getting picked up and the first response is being released out of the customer in less than 1 day. Our resolution time as well, so not only we have faster response, our resolution time has improved by 25% just since we rolled out the new model, and it's been only a month and a half. About 65% of the cases, this is very, very important, are now resolved with one touch. What this means is we have 65 of cases that were simple, but they were not picked up in the past, and now they're getting picked up, being answered and closed with first touch. So basically in L1, which is obviously an amazing feat. The other very exciting, but also an area that's still early and maturing, but we are monitoring very, very closely, is self-service usage has increased in the last 60 days by 200%. I'll speak more in the later section of this interview about what this means. But we are creating thousands of articles. We have about 1,500 knowledge-based articles that customers could go find on their own and solve issues themselves or answer questions themselves that are already live. And this is a continuous process where we're going to continue to add articles every week.
I just realized we need to speak more often, that there's enough room to talk about all the changes. If you, let's say, need to pick up one example or achievement you are especially proud of, which one is that?
This one, I've already shared quite a bit of real tangible enhancement and faster resolution times and better knowledge base and self-service opportunities for our customers. And then also faster response times, which is very, very visible to a lot of our customers who are already sharing this feedback. But to be honest, the one that I'm the most proud about, and it's not cliche, is how quickly our team has adapted. Remember, this whole thing is a month and a half old. So our teams are picking up new modules and they're picking up areas that they haven't worked with before, breaking the siloed approach to one general support layer and then another general support layer has been remarkable of how quickly the team picked this up. It's not a finished product. It is the structure for continuous improvement. And when I say continuous improvement, we're not speaking about years of iterations here. We're speaking about improvement every week, sometimes every day, where this whole system of people, of case documentation, knowledge base, and self-service options is learning and getting better every day. So I'm most proud of how quickly our team has picked this up and how quickly we've adapted. throughout my transformation history of the past, this is always the biggest unknown, is how teams react to change. And our team has reacted really well, much better than expected to the change, to the big transformation changes that we've done in the last 2 months.
Yeah, that's really a great example and a wonderful foundation for the things who will come in the next future. And that's exactly my next topic. What goals are you and your team focusing on the first quarter of 2026?
There's a lot of exciting things, but many exciting goals. This doesn't mean that we're not very focused. We are very focused on the top things. But I'm going to share my top 3 for the first quarter of 2026. I think the top one is something that came up a lot with customer communication, direct customer communication, partners communication that we've had, is a lot of customers would rather not come to our support, would rather find solutions on their own, would rather have the product be more intuitive and easier to use, that they don't have to go to support in the first place. So the top priority is actually reducing the case volume that we get today. One thing our customers don't understand, Jan, is for the customer base that we have, we generate an exceptionally high amount of tickets. Every customer have a view of their just own 5, 6, 7 tickets, but we have thousands of tickets, sometimes coming a week. Every week, thousands of tickets are coming in. So not only we're increasing efficiency, resolution time, as I mentioned before, and adding capability and better team structure, we are very focused, working closely with our engineering team as well, and on the support function on enabling better self-service so customer could find some answers or best practices on their own. That's extremely important, but also making the product more reliable and easier to use. That's a huge thing. This is not just a support. This is a cross-company initiative that support is playing a key role in. So number one is just reducing case volume. So you can not need to come to support as much as you need to today, which is quite high. Second, we are launching a new services portal, which will come mid-January, so it's not very far. It will be much easier to find information and get help on your own, and also obviously track the status of your open tickets. This will also be enabled with a smart AI search, so it's much easier for you to find specific sections of an article that would be useful to you, and that will help you. Third, we're relaunching. I'm quite excited about this. We're relaunching a community. So this was based on popular feedback, is that customers and partners really enjoyed our old forum as a medium to share best practices and how to. We spoke about the depth of our software. There's a lot of different ways you can set up. There's a lot of different needs that you might have, which carries a lot of opportunity for our customers to talk between each other, and our partners and customer and our partners between each other, and share those best practices. This is a big one. We are relaunching our community. Our community is enhanced. We had some iterations of this that we've been improving. To be easier to search threads and posts, or if you're looking for the best practice on a specific topic, it'll be much easier to find that, and we'll give a lot of supporting information on how to use the community. What I need to highlight here is that the community, we really want to avoid the community being a place of complaints or as a replacement for the technical support area. If there is a technical issue, you need to go to the technical support. If it's a knowledge sharing, how to, and maybe some product improvement conversation and feedback sharing, this is what the community is for. We'll give very clear guidelines of what the community is intended for, so we don't overshadow or replace a much more scalable and sustainable processes like our support process and like our complaint management process that we have places for as PlentyONE. So lots of exciting things. I just picked these 3, and we'll continue to give updates on progress there. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. Thank you. I guess we don't need any summary of what our customer can expect in Q1, because the last 3 topics, that exactly was the summary. So let's close here. And I think after the release of the new platform plus the new community feature, it would be great to have another interview where you can show us, so me plus the user, the customer of us, what are the benefits of new platform and the new community feature would be great. So I think we will see us in this format again, something between mid to end of January. I'm really looking forward. And now it's time to say thank you for your time and interview. Good starting point and great foundation for the next year. Thank you for today. Looking forward to our next video. See you soon. And you all, thanks for watching. Stay healthy. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.